Hello there, fellow miner. You join me as we approach ITER. Now, ITER is pretty much the same as Magda. Same numbers for the average mass index at 4. Same numbers for the average mass index range at 2 to 5. It's not too far away from Walla on the average mass index, and it's not too far away from Daymar on the mass index range. Numbers for Quantanium are pretty good, 5.43. Bexolite 12.87, Gold 14.66, Terranite 13.30, so not terrible, but not great either. The other thing to remember about this moon is that it's 100% iron, which means every single rock that you pick up will be in some way made up of iron. So let me take you to the star map. Just like Magda, there is 2 points of interest, HDMS Woodruff and HDMS Ryder. Again, that's where the action is. So what we're going to do is just fly in random and hopefully we're going to be left alone. So here we are. ITER. There's a green ethereal glow, a little bit like Walla and a little bit like Magda. There's a little bit of pink on the ground and a little bit of grey and a little bit of turquoise. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. However, it is quite beautiful. So let's have a rummage around and see what we can find here then. Well, howdy doody. We just checked a little single 16.5k mass, just about. So that's a 92.28 SCU composition rock. There's 34% Bexolite in it. That's a lot of Bexolite. We could get a lot of Bexolite out of this. Just inspect it a little bit. I mean, there's quite a bit in the ground, but I've got to say, I'm a little bit tempted. What happens when we put the laser right up towards it? Does anything change? Resistance is 17% now. Instability at 135.99. Yeah, it goes up to 25% when I take the laser away. So that's the mods doing that. We've got the Riga 3, the Focus 3 on a Helix 1. Helix 1 is definitely doing something there. Riga 3 is probably doing something as well, but I don't know for sure. It's 92.28 SCU. Yeah, I mean, core blimey. 34% of this rock is Bexolite. That Bexolite could equate to, over 350 grand. We're gonna have to get this rock and we're gonna have to try and get the most Bexolite out of it as possible. Now, that instability is really, really high. 135.99 is a frightening amount of instability, but that green window is nice and big. So for the sake of experimentation, let's see what happens when I put the laser on with no gadget on. And we always go in low and slow. We never surprise the rock or try and frighten it. Let's push that intensity up now and just to see if we can get that green bar to start rising even a little bit. And we can, look. The resistance is low enough for us to take that, but the instability will make it a little bit risky. We're definitely going to put something on that. Right then. Let's have a look at ITER. Ooh. Wow, it's a bit spooky out here. There's like this grass. There's a hell of a wind on, I'll tell you that much. But I think we know what we're going to do. The Optimax will lower the window size, but that's okay. The window size is massive. It'll help with the resistance. It'll take that resistance down. And there's a cluster modifier of 60%. So it's the best cluster modifier I can get. And I need to get the maximum amount of Bexolite out of this massive rock. So let's stick it on. If you don't know, hold F, double click on detach, and there you go. Let's play the game. 95, I'll take it. Activated. The Optimax is activated. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much reason to come to ITER for much else other than sand caves. There are stacks and stacks of sand caves on this absolutely haunting moon. Probably worth a go if you like all that janelite and stuff. Oh, look at this. Wow, that looks really good with the sky there on ITER. My Prospector looks absolutely fantastic right now. What about that then? Nice. Yeah, so it's currently 0 degrees Celsius on ITER in the height of the day, so considerably warmer than Daymar. Okay, so let's have a look at the stats now. Resistance is at 13%. Instability is still at 135.99. I want high quality chunks and I'm prepared to work for it. So we'll get around the back here where it's a little bit darker, a little bit easier to see. And we're just going to start nice and low, nice and slow. And now we'll just start raising that intensity very slowly. Going to get up to 35%. Creep in a bit, nothing's happening. We'll add a bit more pressure. Up to 65. There we go, it's starting to happen. So it's 65% intensity. We're getting that bar to warm up. So if I just stay here and do nothing, will that bar grow? I think the easy answer is probably not. I mean, it's going to hang around there, but that's good to know. So 65% of this distance may stop this laser when it's up in the green window. We're going to add more intensity now. We'll go up to 80%. And there's not much change, so that instability is really working against me. We're going to start moving around. We'll maybe creep in a little bit, and we'll certainly add some more intensity. Up to 90% now, and I'm jiggling around a little bit, maybe trying to encourage the rock to warm up a little bit more. A little bit of a shimmy or some light agitation. It's not happening, is it? Right, we're going to have to go full beans. So we're at 100% now, and we're really going to try and poke around and see if we can find the sweet spot. There we go. There's a certain distance it needs, and it needs to be very, very close. I just crept in very, very close there, and the bar started to respond the way I wanted it to. So I'm really watching out for a spike, and I'm waiting to either creep back or lower my intensity. The first thing on my mind is lowering that intensity, so we'll bring that down to about 94 there. That slowed that down. We're in the green window. Okay. Cut the laser there. Bring up to 65, catch the laser, see if we can do something. There we go, we're back in the room, and we're spiking again. So that's that instability doing its thing. Catch the laser again, and we'll just try and gently persuade this rock to stay in that green window. I'm gonna creep in a little bit on my distance. There we go, we've got it in there. We've got it in there, a little bit of patience. Okay, so now we're gonna use our distance, and we're gonna try and keep what I don't want to do is blast the intensity up. It's always got to be kind of small moves. Just walking it in. There we go. There we go. And now I'm using the distance there just to control that little spike inside the green window. And we're going to get this rock. Oh, that was so clean. Wow. Oh, I love it when it's like that. That was great. That was a proper interesting rock. Right now, I suppose we've got to do the check. Is there an Optimax lying around? I can't see it, so we'll carry on. We'll scan these shards and we'll see what's left. There're probably going to be a few crackers due to the size of that rock. So straight away, there's a 15k mass, 15 SKU, 34% shard. Lovely. 11.15 SCU. Another cracker. It's got 42% Bex in it. Brilliant. There's a purple. It's got 20% Bex in it. It's 2,300 mass. 1,600 mass. 13, nearly 14 SKU rock. 44% Bex in it. Nice. 9.91 SCU. It's a yellow, so that's just over the cusp of cracking. It's 33% Bex. Almost 2k, there's 8% Bex in that. Probably don't want to pick that one up. We'll see how we go. We're going to start cracking then, I think, and just see what choices we have available to us. So there's this one here first. It's a 15 SKU rock, 34% Bex in it. There should be some nice little shards that we get off this. I'm going to have to go in really low, really slow. So remember, I had my laser at really high there at 68% laser intensity. We'll bring that all the way down. We'll come in at a long distance, and we'll really take our time, low and slow. We'll just creep in until we start taking effect. There it is. And I think I just want to use distance here. I'm not going to use my laser intensity at all. You can see there how I can control that just through using the max distance. I can get that in there. It's still really unstable, but it's Bex. It's going to jump around a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. And we're going to get that, I think. Okay, a little bit of poor server performance there, but we got that rock, nice. 24% Bex in that. 64% Bex in that. 543 mass. It's coming with us, no doubt. So we'll take that now. 22% Bex in that. I'll see what else there is. Ooh, there's a big shard under here. 5k. It's 21 scoos and there's 44% Bex in it. I really want to get that one. We'll have to have a look and see if we can clear the way. So there's 44.58 Bexelite in this 1600 mass shard. We'll do the same again. Max distance and we'll creep in super low, super slow. It would help if I had the fracture laser on. Here we go. There we go. We've just got the edge of the max distance there. Remember, this is an easy rock. And there, with no intensity being used at all. And we're just slowly persuading that shard to warm up with distance alone. We'll get it up to the optimal window and then we'll really start to, you know, just creep in and out, adjusting that power as we go. I don't like the green bar to go above halfway in the optimal window when it's this big. There we go. There we go. We got it to stop. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. That's how it's done. Lovely. 70% Bex in that little nearly 400 mass shard. We'll take it. Just inert. There's that other trolley picker. A little bit easier to see with the light on. 34% in this 202 mass pico. Yeah, we'll take it. It's close enough to 40 and we need to clear the way. 96.86 Bexelite, 1.45 SCU. I mean, it's practically pure. That's coming with us. There's that massive one down there. 221 mass, 33% Bex in it, and that's got 24. What's this? 20% Bex. And that we don't want. So we'll have to take this one out next. It's another cracker. Same as always, low and slow. On the Focus 3 with a Riga 3 with a Helix 1, we've got to go in nice and easy. So right on the end, we'll just catch the maximum distance there, and then we'll start using distance as our intensity. And there we go. And it's in the green window, pretty easy there. I didn't really have to do anything. We just walked that one in. And there the intensity just dropped a little bit. And there's the spike. So predictable. Let's see if we can get that red to disappear. Wow, instability is pretty bad right now. Even though the instability on this particular shard is 15.20, you can see it's not wanting to play ball. There we go, same as before. Didn't do very much there, haven't moved a lot. Certainly not used my intensity. We're at the minimum settings we can be at. And we'll just dance around in between these two spots, just trying to get that laser to stay still. And there we go. We'll just hang on a little bit. So the server's dying, but we're okay. We're going to be fine. 51% Bex in there, 2.27 SCU. We'll take it. 20% Bex in that, hell of a lot of iron in it though. Might not want that one. 34% Bex in that, it's so small, we're gonna take it. 741 mass, 33% Bex in it. Yeah, go on then. And that leaves us with this huge one here. What's this? There's another one. What's this? Missed this one. Oh, this is mostly inert. And this little one here, look at that. Fantastic. 300 mass, about 64% Bex in it. Yeah, that one's coming with us. Okay, we're finally on to this monster in the ground. It's 21.51 SCU, so it's essentially like a big easy rock that you would find out there. 44% Bexelite in it, nearly 45. Just over 5,300 mass, so low and slow. Now this one might require some energy. It's quite big. We'll get the light off as well so you can see that. There we go. And at the right distance, at 20% laser intensity, we can get this. Remember, we've got a Helix 1 on there with a Focus 3 and a Riga 3. So we've got a boost to the green window and a boost for power. Great, so that's just now quite comfortably in there. And we're just gonna tippy-toe around and try and make sure that that bar is perfectly settled within that green window. Oh, there's a little spike on the end, but that's fine. 28% Bex in that. We just lost that rock. That one that we were just scanning, we've lost it. The game thought my laser was on. I'm getting flashbacks of Magda. Whatever that was, we lost it. So I need to turn my laser off. Wait for the ship to tell me that the mining mode is off. I'll bring it back on again. And then we'll test it. This is a garbage shard over here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's off. The laser's off now. Oh man, so there you go. So that's how I'm dealing with that bug. Sometimes the game thinks the laser is still on when it isn't. It's very frustrating and you absolutely lose shards because of it. We just saw it right there. How disappointing. Never mind, well, we'll see what else we can get. 100% iron. Why couldn't it have been that one? You know that one that we just lost was 100% Vex. You know it. 3% in that. Oh man, this rock is really trolling me. 33% in that. Right, well, we're getting to the point where I really want to start filling things up, so let's just pick that up. 24% Vex in that. We'll take it. 22.99 in that. We've got the space. Almost 400 mass and it's 74% Vex. Yes, please. 19% in that. Yep, go on then. There's 26. No, there's 20, nearly 29% Vex in that. I'm gonna have to take it. That's a 9 SKU shard. That's a nice big chunky one. I mean, 20% is a low number, but there's a lot of Vex in it because it's quite, its composition is large. So 3% in that. That's just iron. That's just inert. It's 42% Vex in that. Missed that one. We've got 8 SKUs left. There or thereabouts. Let's try and get as much Vex as we can out of this last little cracker. And again, they're really low, really slow. Haven't changed the intensity at all. We're at almost max distance, and we're just going to back off there just to control that green bar a little bit. And the intensity's going down. So the game wants you to go in and put the intensity up. But look at all those spikes. Look at all that spiky stuff. We don't want any of that going on. So we're just going to stay nice and low. We're going to take our time. That's it. Ooh, it's really playing games. But I'm not falling for it. I just made it. So we'll let that red disappear so that we can try and maximize our load. There we go, back in there now. That's it, I want it to settle. It doesn't want to settle. And there we have enormous server lag that has destroyed that shard. That's just gonna go, yeah. So whatever's left is what's left. The shocking performance of this server has completely destroyed our chances of maximizing our load, but we've got something there. There we go. We got a nice little 422 mass, 66.44% Vexelite shard. We'll take that. What's this? Yeah, that's just inert, and that's inert too. Oh dear. And we lost the Optimax as well. I mean, I'm not going to crack that. There's 3.65% Vexelite in there. What else is there anything? Are there any pickers? Oh no, this was just a single, wasn't it? Yeah, this was just a single on its own. Okay. Well, I can't not crack this last one. We've been hard done by on ITER, so let's see what we can get. I mean, let's give it a go just for science purposes, eh? Now, if only the last one had been like that, hey? 3%, nearly 4% Vex in that shard. Oh dear. 12% in that one. 14. Oh my god, less than 1%. 1%, hilarious. 14, let's take it. 12. Oh my word, these are so bad, but I've got nothing left. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Ita had us there. Ita took us for a bit of a ride. Let's have a look in the bags and see what the damage is. Okay, so 19.58 SCU, Bexolite 19.38 for iron. Okay, not bad for 100% iron moon, I suppose. Let's get back to the ranch. We'll crunch some numbers and see what we got. Okay, so here we are back at the ranch, Referral 2 Faithful Dream Station. Let's have a look in our Prospector haul. So, 3897 CSCU refinable, 902 inert, 0 free space. In the bags, we've got 1958 Bexolite. Not too bad. Let's get that on the ferron. So that's 1665 high yield on the ferron. That's about 15,500 AUAC and about 11 hours. So, not bad. What are we looking at there? I mean, essentially, you've got over 50, meaning we're looking at around about 17 SCU of refined goods of Bexolite. That's around about 130k. Pretty good. So, yeah, Ita. I mean, certainly looks nice. There's lovely assets on it. Lots of sand caves, lots of janelite mining. I mean, for a prospector, I think there's probably nicer places in Stanton to go. And remember, Magda has exactly the same numbers, so Magda's a little bit prettier. I reckon I'll go back to Ita, but I'm not in a rush, if you know what I mean. Nice one.